Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm Mrs. Pixel. Thanks for stopping in at my channel. Um, yeah, I am sorry. I have been gone for a smidgen. Life has gotten complicated again. So, you know, que sera, sera. But I'm back right now. I'm back today. We are going to do our best to try and, we're going to do another row of this canvas and hopefully, hey, Army Mike, how are you doing? Um, I'd like to try to finish this canvas this week. So that is the game plan. So let's just see what we do. So, all right, let's get going with this and chat along the way. I hope everybody's been doing good. I don't know. I don't know what I've been. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Things have just been kind of, kind of crazy here lately. Uh, And I've been having these horrific headaches. The weather has started its fall up, down, up, down. Let's say we're going to be, hot during the day, but freezing cold at night. And, ooh, there goes a bunch of my drills. Look at, oh, that was beautiful. Look at that. All those drills that just popped off because there was plastic underneath them. Fantastic. And my migraines have been going like crazy lately. Like to the point where I just can't stand it. I didn't get a whole. It's been mostly the reason why I haven't streamed, and then we have had a sick puppy. Our little pup ended up in the emergency room this weekend with a nasty UTI, so that sucked. Not something I was planning on doing. But she is doing much better now that she's had a good dose of antibiotics. She's back to her old self. I cannot believe I did that. Actually, you know what? I can't believe I did that. That's kind of weak. The way weeks and stuff have been going lately. So, all right, let me get my stencil on here. Pull this down here for a second because I am. It's like it's real dark, except for where it's really light. Like the moon is like super bright. I have a feeling Snoopy will be super bright, but like the rest of it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, so that is just in a nutshell, that's kind of where things have been lately. No excuse for not streaming, I know. But, couldn't even see straight there a couple days. It's just like ridiculously bad. I broke down at one point not too long ago and bought one of those like those caps you put on when you have a migraine. It's supposed to like help relieve the pressure on your head, and that thing is beautiful. It feels so good. So I've been doing that. On top of that, just regular everything. School starts next week. And, my daughter originally was going to just get her GED, and she has opted now to go to schools, or, well, to go to school online. So we've had all that we've had to get, ready, straightened out. So other than that, I don't even know. I just feel like everything's been a blur the last like week or so. But that has been it. figure I wanted to try and get some of this done. I'm very much in the Halloween mood right now. I broke down and ordered a few decorations and they came today and I'm like so happy about it because they end up being really cool. But I'm gonna have to buy a lot of batteries. Because I decided to buy some of those floating candles and they take a lot of batteries. So that's on my to-do list. But I got a little bit of time. I'm not going to buy any expensive ones. I just usually go to Dollar Tree for those because I'm not going to put like super brand name stuff into decorations that are going to be up for like a month. Well, Halloween's sake, probably more than a month. But my favorite thing I bought, which was like so cool, was I got a self-stirring pot. So it's like a cauldron and it's like self-stirring. So it's got the little spatula inside. And yeah, so it rotates and so it looks like it's stirring by itself. It's so cool. I've been putting one pumpkin out to see if anyone notices. Oh, people have already started going full-fledged around here. I've seen several houses now that are like that. It's kind of weird. I've noticed that about around houses that people will get their Halloween stuff out and put it out like the end of summer when school starts and leave it up until Christmas. And sometimes they put Christmas stuff out along with the Halloween stuff. So it's kind of funny. I guess this is a big area for Halloween. At least I'm beginning to really think so. I like Christmas a lot too, so I'm all about putting decorations out. But I try to take whatever decorations from Halloween that I can reuse for, or even for Christmas. Like, I have a little thing set aside that's just like my, basically can be used at for any holiday type deal. And so, redeem hydrate. Okay. Well, here is my lovely can of soda, which is I shouldn't be drinking, but I am. Thank you, thank you. Um, yeah. So I try to like reuse stuff for. So like I bought the floating candles, but I think I might actually keep those up through for Christmas too, because they're just so cool. And once I put them up, I'm not going to want to take them down. I already know this, so. So that is my plan, at least right now. I've got a lot of stuff. I don't know, but they keep coming out with more and more stuff, and I keep seeing more and more DIYs, and I want to do all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that kind of stuff. So what's new with everybody? Anybody do anything fun over the course of this past weekend? Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm out of practice. Is that a thing? I mean, I shouldn't be. I finished one painting that I had been working on um yesterday. It was one of those I just want to be done with it already paintings because it was a pain. Nothing fun getting ready for my trip to Rochester. Nice. That's right, you guys are going on vacation again. That'll be fun. At least you'll get there before the weather decides to get crappy. Although it's Rochester, you never know when you're going to get snow there. Just you this time? Is this more of a work trip or a vacation trip? Oh no. Both? I gotcha. Well, that sounds like fun. My daughter wants to go on. My daughter says that our youngest one wants to go on another road trip. She's like, "Let's go on another road trip." I'm like, "It's a little soon." It was fun and all, but like a little soon. I don't even know if I recouped from the last one. But vacation, yes, I would love to be on vacation right now, just to not have to do anything, or you know, all my vacation days seem like they're planned before. Road to see you. I can't remember. Oh, you're in where are you at again? I'm sorry, my brain. Can't remember. My brain is not functioning tonight. I had to take this massive test on Friday, and that was not fun either for work. Ugh. So with a massive migraine, and I had to take the we have certification tests we had to take. So I had to take that, and I was just like, my brain hurts. I still passed 96. The other Columbus. Okay. Seems like every time I get all these massive headaches, that's when they decide, hey, it's time to recertify. Like, really? Like, I don't want to. But it's lovely. I don't remember, like I said, I passed, but it's like, oh, and it wasn't even like basic HIPAA laws. It was on the Cures Act, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. My brain hurt after that. So my youngest daughter, is working on her first diamond art painting in a while. So she's taken over my desk, and she is now using all of my tools. So I need to get another set. I've come to that conclusion. Especially if she's really into it and wants to keep doing more. And it would keep me from having to bring them downstairs and take them back upstairs and bring them downstairs and take them back upstairs. And you can tell I'm somewhat tired because my brain's thoughts and all that is like bouncing around right now. So you may see me being a little scatterbrained tonight, changing topics left and right. That happens when I'm tired. But I didn't want to not get on here. I haven't been on here in a while. So thank goodness, don't mind my really messed up nails. I weeded the flower garden today and snapped this one off, and I have no nail polish on, so they look like uber crap right now. So I need to give myself a little self-care, but if the weather is decent, I will be cleaning out the garage tomorrow instead. These are projects I never got around to doing this summer, and now that school's starting, it's like, oh crap. That, and I can't get to my Halloween decorations, so I should probably clean out the garage enough so I can get to them. If I went to put them on, I'm going to need to be able to get to them, because they're above on the top of the garage, and the garage is full. Things I was saving for my other daughter when she, for when she moves out. And honestly, I have no idea when I'm going to see her next. So I'm to this point where she can get her own boxes. Because every time I turn around, it's a different story when she'll be home next. And I said, that's fine. I understand, but I can't wait anymore. You know what I mean? All right, scooch it over to the next section here. This should go relatively. That's the thing about this painting. It is very much a lot of block coloring, so it clearly goes faster than regular ones. I'm trying to decide what to do next. My daughter's already gotten into my Halloween paintings, and I have several, and I'm thinking we may just start Halloween, especially if I end up taking, like things happen where if I have to take a break and stuff like that, I want to be able to get a lot of these Halloween paintings in. And if I feel like we're going too fast, then maybe we'll just back off and throw like a fall painting in there or something, or a random got nothing to do with anything painting in there. It just depends. I don't know. I haven't decided yet fully, but I do want to try to finish this painting this week. And I think we'll go from there to decide what we're going to do next. I'm going to have to sit down and look at stuff and timing and all that good stuff. All that good, fantastic stuff that I haven't gotten around to doing yet. But, so yeah, I got absolutely zero sleep Saturday night. My poor pup was just restless. She was so uncomfortable. She couldn't even sit down. She just jumped from place to place to place, and then had to go out like every 15 minutes to half hour. So I knew right then and there that she had an infection, and that sucked because I felt so bad for her, because the only cure for that is, you know, antibiotics. So we just finally broke down because she couldn't even sit down. She was just everywhere, bouncing around left and right, left and right. I felt so bad for her, and there was just nothing else we could do except take her. I mean, it just sucks because we took her into the vet earlier that week for her teeth cleaning, and then she ends up getting sick, and we have to go back. We had to go back to emergency because the vet's office obviously isn't open on the weekend. It's like back in the day before, before they had urgent cares and clinics everywhere. Your kid always got sick at 8 o'clock on Friday night, and you couldn't get them into the doctor until Monday morning. And by that point, they were always better. That's exactly what it kind of put me in mind of with the vets. Back to the end. I can feel you falling away. No longer the loss, no longer the same, and I can see you starting to break. Keep you alive. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else in here? We're actually getting into a little bit of color, not too much. Because we got Snoopy's, I mean, basically this is Snoopy's body. He's always so little. I have a bad habit of picking paintings where the character is like either in the middle or at the bottom. And they're so tiny. Is anybody there? This life empty inside. I'm already dead. Arise to... Oh, jeez. Like, I seriously have no life, so I have no idea what to talk about. Let's... I just can't believe the summer's over already. Well, I mean, mostly. You're going to stream your road trip? That would be awesome. That would be really cool. See some sights along the way and all that. I know, we talked about doing a stream from that arcade that we like, but Wi-Fi is so bad in there. But it was something that I think would have been fun to do. A 10-hour drive. Yeah, that's... And you're going by yourself? Should keep you... I mean, I hope it would keep you awake. I mean, I guess 10 hours you could conceivably do by yourself without a problem. Not me. but I think my eyes would start going out of focus by that point. I guess I don't need that one. What am I doing? So how long are you supposed to be there? Wife is worried about me driving myself. Yeah, I can understand that. I would be worried about um Unbreakable when he has to drive places by himself. I mean, he had to go to Columbus one time by himself for like a conference type thing for work, and was worried about him driving. The 7th to the 16th. So you'll be gone for a little bit. Not real bad, but there I go, playing star again. Out from the road. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of. I mean, there's some colors in this, but not much. Ow. Let's see here. I can't even say I've watched anything really good lately either. I mean, we did see Twisters. It's all right. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie. Uh, I just think we are like geared up and like ready for these fall movies that are supposed to be coming out. Like obviously, totally ready for um Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice looks, I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. I don't know. I'm I already know I'm gonna go see it, so it's like oh, okay, let's see. All right, that did not work. There we go. Okay. Yeah. go. Let's start again. And we're back to all the black again. That's the only thing I mean, it's cute, but there's like just so much black on this canvas. I get that it's nighttime, but you know, thinking about it, I may end up yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of thinking about when I want to start Halloween paintings. And you know what? I kind of maybe will start after this because, oops, I do want to actually play a game, my favorite Halloween game on stream this year. So that would take up a little bit of time too. And then this is me thinking aloud. This is what happens when I'm tired. I honestly, you can catch me talking to myself all the time because I'm bad like that. I don't even know what the last things I told you guys were about. I don't know if I told you guys about, you know, my daughter's going back to school and finally the school is like, yeah, we're going to do something about all this stuff that she's going through. And I'm so happy about that. She has been doing really well lately. So I'm very happy about that. And my oldest, she's just living it up on base. I mean, she's loving it. I would never have guessed she would be doing as, I mean, like, I don't want to say that like she'd be doing as good as she is, but just she is doing really well. She, I mean, tell you, she, every time I turn around, she's at the BX. Buying this, buying that. She's just, you know, that and bowling. They do a ton of bowling. So she's definitely living it up on base right now. She's going to become like this fantastic bowler by the time she's done there, I'm sure. For as much as they go bowling. So she, you know, she's thoroughly enjoying, you know, being there. She's doing well on all her exams. She just seems like she's just thriving. So I think that's really awesome. I told her, I said, you know, getting to the point where I had, it's probably the longest I've gone without seeing her. I don't know. I think it depends on if she really gets, you know, if she really gets the job that she wants and how much she loves that job. Right now, I would say I can definitely see her doing it for a while. I don't know if she'd make the full 20 if she wants to go to college, but she's just excited about, you know, the possibility of seeing the world too. So I guess we'll have to see. I don't know. She was telling me they had a dorm inspection the other day, and unfortunately, wasn't her dorm, but several dorms in the building got caught with some stuff they weren't supposed to have. And she was like, oh, great. That's all I need is for all of us to get in trouble because some people had stuff they weren't supposed to have. But I don't know. It's possibility. I'm not going to rule anything out when it comes to her because she's proven me wrong one too many times. What kind of on her decisions? I would have never thought she went into the military, but she did. How many years do you have in Army, Mike? I mean, like in the military, because you've been in for a long time, haven't you? Like, do you see yourself retiring anytime soon? All right. Let's see. Let's pull this up here. I'm going to turn this around. Oh, yeah, that's right. The last canvas I worked on had a lot of black in it, too. And I didn't have half the problems with the drills that I have with this canvas. These black drills are not cool. Come on. Oh, you guys can't even see because I can't get that canvas to work. Yeah. Most of the time, this thing comes right up. But lately, just with this canvas, it does not like these black drills. Sometimes runs through my head. Oh, come on. Yeah, these drills are just not loving this stencil very well, so it's taking me forever to get this thing up. All right, well, it is what it is. So, I'm trying to fix some of this. She can be like my friend who went in the Army with, he got a very good score on ASVAB test. He was offered to go to West Point. I have 25 years in. I need to hold out for the next 5 years. Wow. So you plan on retiring in 5 years? Yeah, she's done really well. I mean, on all of her tests so far, she hasn't had um her one class for her job so yet, or the job that she wants yet. So that could change a lot, but I guess I don't know. I think she'll do well. Okay, let's see. Yep, I can get my full retirement. That's awesome. I know a lot of um I think my brother-in-law, I think he's done next year. I don't think he's doing his full 20. Um so I think he's going to be done. Another one of our friends did his full 20 and then is working on base as a civilian, which I didn't even know you could do. Like headlights on the lawn, never gone for long. I will return. Don't you ever hang your head. So, what are your plans after you retire? Do you have any? I've already come to the resolution that I will never be retiring. I will be working for like the rest of my life. To feed my addiction into time and art and who knows what else. I'm gonna move this over. We'll do this section and then move on to the next. Memory, always within reach. Actually, I know what I would love to do. I know what I would love to do for a retirement job. Um, I don't know if I've mentioned it on here or not before, but I want to um yeah, I didn't think I had all that. I want to be a baby holder. Now, obviously that's why I say retirement because you don't get paid for something like that. But I want to hold babies. Um at like the local hospitals, the ones that don't have anybody to hold them. I I love to hold babies. I'm pretty good about putting people. I don't know what this is saying about my personality, but I'm pretty good at putting people to sleep to calm them down. I have not met a baby yet that I cannot put to sleep. Um, my nephew was ridiculously stubborn, would never go to sleep for his mom. I could put him to sleep. I haven't found a baby that I can't put to sleep. I haven't found a dog that I can't snuggle enough that I can't put to sleep either. I'm pretty good about putting things to sleep. So I don't know if that means I'm a really boring person or what that means, but I always wanted to just go and hold and snuggle all those little babies that, like, most of them I believe are like abandoned babies or drug babies, and they're just in pain and they need that physical contact to heal. And the nurses just can't do it. They can't keep up with the amount. I know, at least around here, we have a lot of those. All right, let me move my camera here real quick. So, yeah, that's just, if I could retire, that would be what I would do. Obviously, it's volunteer work. You're not going to get paid for it. But I would not have a problem with that. Go hold babies for a little bit, and then come home, get my fill. I don't know. It's just something I always wanted to do. Always loved holding babies. Tonight, we are young. Now I'll set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. I think that's pretty close. Mm-mm. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with the rest of my life when retirement comes, if it ever comes. I'll have a lot more time for diamond art, that's for sure. It feels so weird not having my table or canvas set up right now, though. It's like I said, I'm letting my daughter use my desk to work on one, and it's so weird feeling because I always have a canvas that I can just turn around and start working on if I'm feeling stressed out. Like sometimes on my breaks, if I'm just feeling like stressed for work, I will just turn around and like do a quick little block on my break to make me feel better. But I'm like, I don't have one. I know the wife wants to retire to Michigan. Michigan, is that where your family is? Or was it because you guys just really loved it? Then I crashed into you. I've never been to Michigan. No, she's from Michigan. Okay. I do want to go see sites and stuff like that. That's definitely some things I want to do. I want to do a lot of traveling, but I want to go see some of the places that I've always wanted to see. Um, I always wanted to go to New Orleans, and not like for Mardi Gras or anything like that. I love the historical buildings and the architecture, and I would love to just go down and just like walk through these old houses and stuff. I just think that, like, to me, that's appealing. I'm kind of a little bit of a sucker for history when it comes to stuff like that. But I like, the old houses and stuff like that. Probably because I grew up in an old house, so I appreciate um the architecture of old things. Um, I know I'd probably want to go to like Um, my daughter wants to go to Salem, obviously. I think Salem would be interesting to visit. Once again, for not for necessarily the same the reasons that most people go. You know, most people go for like, you know, the witch stuff and but Salem has a lot of really old historic places, and I think that would be really cool to visit. A Mississippi River tour, that would be cool. Go up and down the Mississippi. I know most people are like, I want to go to like, you know, Hawaii or California or Florida or stuff like that. I don't know if I'm Hawaii. I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii just because we have family in Hawaii, and it would be nice to go out and, you know, spend time out with them. Um, California doesn't really interest me that much. I would go, but it's not on the top of my list. I'm trying to think of where else would be fun to go to. I mean, I would have to say New Orleans has always been on one of the top of my list just because of the architecture. I don't care about Mardi Gras. I'm not a drinker. I'm not going to go down and like party. I just want to see all the other stuff. I would go back to Memphis though. I enjoyed Memphis. Um, Maybe even go over to Nashville. I don't know, you know. Florida's good too, but like here's the cruise. Oh, Viking River Cruise. I have heard of that. I think I more want to go over to um like I want to go over to like England and stuff like that. I you know, I suck at I hate flying though. That's the only problem. Yeah, ironic. My daughter's in the Air Force, but I can't stand flying. Ugh. But I would like to go over there and see some of the things. I'd like to see England, and I'd like to see I'd actually like to see Greece. Yeah, a European cruise. I know that Unbreakable wants to go to Japan, and if our daughter ends up there at some point, then we will definitely probably try to make that a reality. I told her, I was like, you know, I just don't like flying. So, you know, that's my biggest problem with going any place is I'm just not big on airplanes. Um, I think I saw one too many movies when I was when I was younger about, you know, airplane crashes that I kind of like, no, I'll die. And then it's like, wait a minute, I'm not a famous singer, so maybe it won't. But I don't know. Just like my feet on the ground. My first time on a plane was flying to Germany. Oh, wow. That's quite a cruise to start with, or, quite a trip to start with. I don't know what color that is. That one. Um, my first time on a plane was when we went to Florida. Um, it's like once you're up in the air, it's not so bad. It's like the anxiety of takeoff and being in the air. I don't know. I'm just not been never been a big plane fly, like real big into flying, But I was 9. I recommend doing first class going to Japan. Oh yeah, no doubt. Because that's a very, very long trip. Especially from here. But we'll see what happens or where she even ends up. She has no idea yet. Could be anywhere. You never know. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool to go over to see some of the other countries. But there's a lot of cool stuff here in the U.S. too that I'd love to see. Like I said. I think Seattle would be cool to go to too. That was another place I wouldn't mind going to. Take a train to Seattle. I did not know they had a train that went that far. How long would a trip by train take to from like well, I would say from here, but you don't know where here is. So like I wonder how long a trip by train would take. I would have to like do the whole map thing. Ah. Have you been to Seattle? I think it's just one of those places that it would be cool to say you've been to. I think we're going to have to get some more drills here. Not liking this wax. I think it's been sitting out too long. I'm probably going to have to throw it out and get a different kind. Get a new piece out because it feels like it's a little too hard to pick up the drills. Like it's giving me some grief here tonight. I may have to do that because It's just like squishing out the sides and not picking up the drills tonight. It might just be, it might even be overfilled, which is a good possibility. Because I should have cleaned it out. You know what, in fact, let me just do that right now because it really is kind of making me crazy. Oh, it's like I'm breaking up wrong. I think I'm going to get a new piece out. Chill out, what you yelling for? Hey back, it's all been done. Let me get a new piece out because I don't like this. Just gonna throw this one away. I have this little container. I just put all these pieces of wax in it that I don't know, that are all like somewhat used up. I don't know what to do with them. I'd probably just throw it out. I just haven't yet. Throw out these little tidbits here. From Chicago Union Station to Seattle. Ooh, 46 hours. Wow. That's a bit long on a train. Like, I've never been on a train before. Like, are there like amenities now? Or are they like, do they have like compartments or like, I don't know, for some reason I kind of feel like a train is like a school bus or something like that, that you only got this certain amount of room. And I know that's not right. We're going to put some more drills in here. It's amazing for longer trips. A sleeper car. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I bet they've got like, is it like the Hogwarts Express? Like sleeper cars and little things that come around to give you snacks and stuff like that. Believe me, I really do have Halloween on the brain. Like big time. I cracked up the other day because I was telling my aunt about the floating candles that I bought for Halloween. And she's like, floating candles? What are those? And I told her, I said, you know, like the way the ceiling looks in Harry Potter. And she's like, I've never seen Harry Potter. And I think my mouth like dropped open. It's like, you haven't seen Harry Potter? You've raised how many kids recently? And I mean recent. It's not like, you know, you've never seen Harry Potter? Like, how? It's like you should have at least seen enough of a commercial or something to know what the ceiling looks like with the floating candles. It kind of cracked me up that she's never seen it and didn't have a clue what I was talking about. Well, I have to keep the train thing in mind if we ever decide to go to Seattle. That way, Unbreakable wouldn't have to drive, and you know, we could relax and enjoy the trip. Although, honestly, we have park rangers giving talks. Interesting. Yeah, I have not known anybody who has been on a train for like travel for like pleasure. Just, you know, people who have used the trains for like the more of the freight purposes. Interesting. That would be something fun to do. Or a different way of travel, that's for sure. Because like I said, I'm not the biggest on flying. It's just not my thing. If I have to do it, I will. But do I want to? No. I used to take the train from Lafayette, Indiana to Winona, Minnesota. How long did that take? Okay, all of these are like shot. The wax is seriously shot in all of these. Yeah, like the wax is like real hard, and these needed to be cleaned out a while ago. Might as well do the other side too. About 10 hours. Well, that's not a bad little trip. Okay, come on. Like literally, this is it's no wonder why these drills are not acting up. Like that wax was horrible. Like it broke into all kinds of little pieces. It needed to be changed a while ago. Apparently, I was too lazy to do so. All right. That's better. Much better. Probably should just do this one too because it's probably all yucky too. Yeah, these are all horrible. I really should have cleaned out my pens sooner than this. I think I got into Chicago about 11. Then I have to wait to get on a different train at 2. Oh, wow. So you got to hang out in like Chicago for just a little bit, per se. Not really, you can't really see much, but especially at that late at night. All right, let's try this again, shall we? When I try to do it right this time around, let's start over. I'm just like gonna take all these out because seriously. My fingers are so sore right now. Like my fingertips because I was pulling weeds and because I weeded my flower bed while Unbreakable did the lawn because I've kind of neglected it a little bit. It wasn't terrible, but I wanted to get it, you know, cleaned up because it's a decent day outside, so it's not overly. It's like very nice weather for yard work, and I could not find my gloves. And so now my fingertips are like sore from pulling out weeds with my hands and no protection on my hands. The sleeper car includes your meals, a morning paper, and bed turned down. Nice. It's that sounds cool. That's definitely something I will look into in the future. I'm going to consider that if we go out west for anything. As long as we don't have any railway accidents. Oops, wait, we already did. Shoot, I forgot to do that. I gotta do that tomorrow. You know, we had that big train accident. Oh, well, it's been like a year now. That train derailment. And oh. So they're finding that all these people are getting sick now and aren't, you know, like who helped with the cleanup. And that's like, so they got this giant like lawsuit. And I'm like, oh, wow. So, you know, if you live within so many miles, you can be part of the lawsuit. And it's like, well, I mean, we unfortunately do. So it's like, so yeah, that was pretty crazy when that happened. I think that made national news that when it happened. And then all of a sudden there was like a whole bunch of like train accidents all of a sudden. It's like, I don't know, things go in threes, kind of the same thing. Accidents seem to go in threes too. I'm not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. It'll probably be something crazy though at some point because, you know, they burned off all these chemicals and stuff from that train derailment. It's crazy. But that was not a passenger train. That was a cargo train, you know. Right along with you. We're going to try it this way. Let's see. Do we like this way? No, it's not liking it. Guess we'll have to stick to this way. To the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Oh, take me back to the night we met. The train thing kind of makes me, it reminds me of, went back through watching old, you know, older TV shows. So I've been rewatching Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman and just watched the one today where the train came to their town and what a big deal it was and how they have like a band and everything like that. It's kind of crazy the way that things were like welcomed and stuff like that. Who would guess that a train would get like that kind of welcome, you know, coming to a new area, I guess. No, it's just another part of history that I think is kind of interesting. Back to the night we met. Okay, see, I put too many in here. Now it's being a pain. It takes place in Colorado Springs. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, it does take place in Colorado Springs. Me and my grandma used to watch that show together, and summer always makes me miss her. It just summer reminds me of her, so I don't know. I was missing her really badly the one day, and I was like, it's like let me just watch this. I had not watched it um since she passed away, so like it was it's been a minute. But I forgot how good that show is. I mean, it's obviously showing its age because it was in the 90s. It's an older, definitely an older show. But um it's still, rather interesting. And Jane Seymour is so pretty. Like she's got the prettiest hair ever. I loved her in that movie Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve. That's like such a good movie. It's a depressing as heck movie, but um good nonetheless. I didn't know that that was actually a real town. I thought it was just something they made up for the show. So that's kind of interesting, to be honest with you. It had me looking up some of my history, like going through and um, it's been a minute since I've been in high school, so I had to like look up different things about different characters that I knew were based off of or who were supposed to be, real, um, based off of real people, and I couldn't remember what happened to them. So like I had to like look some of them up. Can visit the old part of Colorado Springs, the Air Force Academy. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So have you ever been there, like visiting, or like you think is it cool, or would it be a cool place to be a cool place to visit to add to my bucket list of cool places to visit? Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. Night will remind you how we touched it. It's a very cool place to visit. That's cool. I'll have to add that to my list. Just, you know, for the experience. I'll add it to my places to visit. Now, was it a gold town at one point? You're planning a trip out there next year. Okay, well, I'll just tag along. You can just put me in your suitcase and let me know when we're there. Unbreakable probably wouldn't be too happy about that. We'd have to put him in a suitcase too. Well, can you take the train out there? You know. Can you still see the heart of me? All right. That's a good question. Let me look. Oh, look, I stumped you. It's hard for me to stump you. I'm going to try and push some of these down with this thing, so maybe it won't be so difficult to take this off this time around. Because I don't feel like fighting with it. Don't let it close. I'm here on the edge again. I wish I could let it go. I know that I'm only one step away from turning around. I will have to look up that. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get this puppy off without it giving me a lot of trouble. Of course not. It's going to be a pain in the rear end. You are going to be a pain in my butt. See, you know what? When you have drills like this, I swear, that is the only time I have problems pulling this thing off. Other than that, I usually don't have problems taking these things off. But some of these drills, I feel like if they pop off, I am just about ready to replace them. There's a train from Chicago to Denver. So I think, well, like in the show, the train comes from Denver through Colorado Springs. I mean, that's the show, obviously. All right, let me fix those in a second here. See, when it's like that and I have to press so hard on the canvas, that's how I end up like really bending this puppy out of shape. I mean, totally usable. You know, they usually last me a very long time, but still. All right. Let's see. Do I have any of these? Thought I did, but I guess. Oh, yeah, I have like one. I think you have to catch a train from Denver to Colorado Springs the next day. I gotcha. My fingers aren't even working today. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Mm-hmm. It's an hour drive to Colorado Springs from Denver. Oh, okay, so it's not even really that far then. I would think that like back in the day, maybe that would be a long trip. All I know. And it's just kind of fun to like see if you can recreate something. And got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Had to fall to lose it all. All right, the rest are just the W's. And then that'll be it for tonight. Oh, if I can hang on to them, that would be fantastic. I think we're going to take a look and see how many Halloween canvases I have. That we can do on stream and how much time. Try and calculate it out a little bit because like I said, I want to fit a video game in there along with it. So thinking that we're gonna probably have to start it quickly in order to do everything at once. This makes me want to watch Charmed. I love that TV show. That was one of my favorite, not also another one of my favorite 90s TV shows. Don't go crooked on me. I am human and I need to be loved. I don't know if that was 90s. That was more like early 2000s, actually. It may have started in like 99. And the air shine is not discriminate. You rewatched Bones? You know, I've never watched all of that. I've only seen just a few episodes here and there. It seems like an interesting show. I have no idea why I haven't watched it. I think I planned to at one point and it just, I don't know, it just didn't happen. Alrighty then. Oh. Let me zoom out. Well, we got Snoopy's head done. So we are 2/3 the way through this. I would say we could do this probably. I'd like to try to do this section on Thursday, and then honestly, this is like all black. There's no color in any of this. Do you know how boring that's going to be? Like there's nothing. There's no color in it. It's just solid black. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just try to finish this whole thing up on Thursday. If I start soon enough, anyway. Because this is all color blocking. It is one color. So how boring is that? Yeah, I think that we are gonna attempt to finish this on Thursday. As long as everything works as long as nothing else pops up. You know, lately things have just been it seems like we're on a roll this year with things just popping up. So, all right, let's see. I don't know. All right. Well, I say that that's going to be it for me for tonight. So I hope to be back on Thursday. I think like I said, I think we're going to try and finish this on Thursday because this is all color blocking. It's all one color. It is going to be insanely simple. So it should just be a matter of just, you know, it's a little time consuming. That's all. But other than that, we're going to see what we can get done on Thursday anyway. So as long as there's nothing unforeseen that happens between now and then. So anyway, all right. Well, that's it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll hopefully everything will be good, and I'll be back on Thursday, and I'll see you guys all then. Until then, take care and happy streams, everybody. Bye.